Hello, this is Lucretia with the Calm and Confident You podcast. Today's episode is a test for me. Just a few days ago, I had rotator cuff surgery, so I am here now with one arm in a sling and only one arm or hand for typing. So the first time ever, I am using voice typing in Google Drive to create the rough draft for today's podcast episode. My personal test today covers a couple of things. One, I'm learning something new, a new tool, which I haven't used before so that I can get this podcast put together. And two, I'm right in the middle of struggling with pain and limitations and trying to manage my mood following surgery. So today I'm going to talk with you about some simple tools to manage your attitude and try to keep your mood from tending towards the negative, even when you're struggling with something. Let me set the stage for you to be able to understand my state of functioning at this time. I did give myself permission to do absolutely nothing for several days. Today is day 5 after the surgery. I'm already getting fairly bored and antsy. I'm already tired of sitting in my recliner chair all of the time because that's the only comfortable place. I've also found that if I sit in one position for too long, I start hurting more, and getting up and moving and walking around actually helps. I'm in moderate pain, which I'm managing with alternating ibuprofen and Tylenol. At this point, that doesn't take the pain completely away, but it is bearable, and I am able to do a few things. I've watched a few movies. For example, I watched The Princess Bride. I watched Happy Gilmore, and last night I watched The Lost Boys. Typically, I like action flicks with a good challenging bad guy and the heroes having to go through great feats to stop him. But I'm also trying to stay in a little bit lighter mood, so as you can see, I've chosen some more lighthearted movies to watch. As far as getting up and moving around, I've walked to the mailbox. I walked around in my backyard and looked at my rose bushes. I've done one load of laundry. I've loaded the dishwasher a few times. I fixed myself some scrambled eggs yesterday. And hey, these are big accomplishments for someone who's in pain. Now, I am not constantly in a good or positive mood. I have become cranky when the pain flares up. I'm stuck in the house. Currently, we have fires all around our region, and the air is filled with smoke. It is in the hazardous quality range, so going outside isn't really a relief for me. So I'm feeling pretty stuck here. My brain is now clear enough that I can think about creating this podcast episode. So I'm going to talk with you about a couple of steps that you can take to manage your mood all of the time and even during struggling times. Years ago, I purchased a book called The Joy of Appreciative Living. It has a 28-day plan to increase your happiness in 3 incredibly easy steps. Back then, I did do the 28-day plan as put forth in the book, and though it has gone by the wayside, it has stuck with me enough that I now automatically do a couple of the things that were taught during the 28-day plan. I will share those with you today. The first step is to daily identify 3 things for which you are grateful. Now, this does not come naturally to me. I'm the kind of person that maybe at Thanksgiving time I'd sit around with my kids and we would think about all the things that we were grateful for. But more and more, I am finding that this is a useful technique to put you in a better mindset. It is so easy to notice and think about everything that's wrong, everything that annoys us, problems that need to be tackled, things that seem out of our control. But spending a few minutes in the morning thinking of 2 or 3 things for which you're grateful can start you off with a better attitude for the whole day. And remember, it's a choice that we make regarding what we choose to focus on. And if we start with some gratitude, we are more likely to notice other things during our day that are positive. You can also think of things at the end of the day and put those on your gratitude list. Now, it is important each day to think of something completely different from the other days. there are thousands of things that happen daily, we certainly can find a variety of things which please us and help us with our daily outlook. So here I am with one arm in a sling and fairly constant moderate pain and very disrupted sleep. I am testing myself to think of things for my gratitude list. So far, I've thought of things such as, I'm not in as much pain as I experienced several years ago when I had a surgery and stayed in the hospital for 3 nights. I'm very grateful to not be in that much pain. I'm grateful for my cat who comes and lays on my lap when I'm in the recliner. And he purrs because he's so happy that my lap is available to him. I am grateful for the help I'm receiving from various people in my life, from acquaintances, friends, and family. I'm grateful that I am now allowed to take a shower. I am grateful that my hair is short and looks cute without much effort. Other people are giving me positive feedback. When I went in for my 2-day post-op check, the nurse said she rarely sees people who present as well as I appeared. And a friend called me last night. She said she hadn't expected to hear me sounding so chipper. To both of these people, I explained that I am relieved to not be in as much pain as I experienced with the past surgery. The second step for managing your mood and your outlook, as outlined in that book, The Joy of Appreciative Living, is identifying one small thing that you can do today that can bring you a little bit of joy. Again, this simple step helps put you back in control. It helps you realize that you have choices, and it gets you to think about what sorts of things make you happy. It's very important to get beyond thinking that something will happen in your life that will make you happy. You actually need to think about what things make you personally happy. What things personally give you joy? What is it that you like? Then take the steps to bring those things into your daily existence. And it's not always big events that make us happy. Overall, it's more frequently the small things that happen day to day which help our mood and level of happiness. We just need to take notice. So back to me with my arm in a sling. It would be easy to focus on the pain I am in, the limitations that I have, the fact that I'm basically stuck in my home, stuck to that recliner that is the only comfortable place. I've found things that have given me some joy during these days as well. I mentioned before my cat who hops up on my lap. I get to pet him, he is soft and he purrs, and that makes me happy. I'm choosing to watch funny, entertaining movies. I've chosen each day to go outside for a little bit. I've enjoyed some fresh cut slices of peach, a wonderful red plum, vanilla Greek yogurt with raspberries on top, and here and there some chocolate candy. And besides food, I've listened to podcasts and watched videos of my favorite comedians. As I go through recovery from my surgery, I will add one more important step for managing mood, and that is being patient. I have to understand that this is not a quick fix. I need to manage my attitude, my outlook, my mood over the long haul. This healing process is going to take months. I think a lot of times this is not mentioned, but it's very important. We have to be realistic about what we are facing and take a patient, steady-as-you-go approach. If I had in my mind that I needed to have no pain at this point, or I needed to feel better in exactly a week, I would be very disappointed. My mood could drop and my unhappiness would come from having unrealistic expectations. So that's another key to coping with a difficult situation. That is, you must be realistic and accepting of the things you are facing. With this awareness, you manage your outlook. As you go forward this week, I challenge you to, either in the morning before you start your day, or in the evening at the end of your day, try to think of 2 or 3 items that you could put on a gratitude list. And at the beginning of your day, try to think of one small thing that you could do that would bring you a little bit of joy that day. I think you will find that it sets a more positive attitude or outlook for your whole day. Just take the time to do those small, simple steps. If you like listening to this podcast, please be sure to subscribe to it on the platform you're using to listen. In the next month or so, I'm going to be offering a mental health challenge that lasts about 2 weeks. It will be presented through email, so if you would like to get onto my email list, you can go to my website, www.ldonreed.com, find the contact form, and just send me a message asking me to add you to my email list. Then you'll be sure to get notice about the upcoming challenge and be able to sign up for it. Share this podcast with others, too, who may be interested, and until next time, be well.